Coming up, an early Friday car wreck kills 2 men in Brooks County.
And a search warrant leads to the arrest of a Valdosta man on various drug charges.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Chandler Wilkerson.
And I'm Najari Mathis. Authorities say a Brooks County automobile accident early Friday morning has left 2 men dead. The Georgia State Patrol responded to a single vehicle crash at 8 a.m. on Dixie-Barwick Road. The reports say that the vehicle was traveling south when it went onto the shoulder of the road, causing the driver to overcorrect and lose control. Investigators say Edgar Strickland and his brother James were ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene.
The Special Operations Division of the Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant Thursday at 2308 Bemis Road. During the search, officers say they found an undisclosed amount of cocaine and marijuana. 40-year-old Robert Williams Jr. was arrested and charged with possession and intent to sell. Sheriff Prine says he considers this arrest especially gratifying given that the sales of these drugs were right next door to a daycare center and across the street from a park.
If you're interested in serving on Valdosta's boards, commissions, authorities, and advisory committees, now is the time to apply. News Valdosta reporter Tatiana Phelps has the details on how to get involved in your local government.
The Valdosta City Councilmen aren't the only ones who have a say in government affairs. Valdosta citizens, too, can have their voices and opinions heard regarding government matters by applying for a position on the city's boards, commissions, authorities, or advisory committees.
The city's boards, commissions, authorities, or advisory committees are for citizens who seek a rewarding public service role in the community and only require a few hours each month.
About 4 times a year, the mayor and council open up these positions for boards and commissions. We have about 21 boards and commissions across the city of Valdosta. And these are opportunities for citizens to be involved in their local government and be a part of decisions being made in our local government. And they range from everything from Parks and Recreation Authority to the Airport Authority to the Hospital Authority. There's really something for everybody. So whatever your interest and whatever your experience is, there's something or some way for you to serve in the city of Valdosta.
Some of the open positions include Valdosta Housing Authority, Valdosta Tree Commission, Valdosta Lowndes County Development Authority, and Valdosta Lowndes County Construction Board of Adjustments and Appeals, just to name a few. In order to be considered for a vacant position with any board, commission, authority, and advisory committee, applicants must first go through a few steps.
We advertise for upcoming vacancies in our boards, commissions, advisory committees, and authorities on a quarterly basis. An application can be found on the city's website, as well as a code of ethics form and the general membership requirements booklet, which tells you all about the different responsibilities of each of our boards, commissions, authorities, and advisory committees.
These volunteer positions are designed to give citizens a voice in their local government and allow them to influence decisions that shape the quality of life for residents in Valdosta.
The deadline to apply for one of the 9 vacant positions is October 28th. The mayor and the city council will appoint individuals at the November 5th city council meeting. With News Valdosta, I'm Tatiana Phelps.
Approximately 200 members of the 824th Base Defense Squadron, known as Ghost Walker, deployed into Southeast Asia this past Friday. They will provide defense for Air Force resources and personnel. Jeffrey Rousey is the commander of the 824th Defense Squadron and in his 28th year of service. Rousey gathered the friends and family of those deploying and offered them words of encouragement before they set off to complete their mission.
After a couple of weeks of soaring gas prices, gasoline has started dropping beneath $2 again here in Lowndes County. The lowest price reported in Valdosta was $1.94 at a convenience store off of US 84. For the nation as a whole, gas prices are down 6 cents from a week ago, while Valdosta's average is down 5 cents from the previous week.
When we return, we'll learn how the community is giving back to South Georgia hospice care.
We'll have this story and more, so don't go away.
traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The publication Military Times has released its 2016 rankings of best schools for military veterans. Wiregrass Technical College was listed number 10 in the nation. Wiregrass offers credit and non-credit classes through an office located at Moody Air Force Base. Training has been provided for all faculty, staff, and students dealing with PTSD and traumatic brain injury experienced by veterans. Wiregrass Military and Veterans Program Coordinator Tabora Temple says she plans to apply for grants to help provide additional services to military and veteran students. Wiregrass military enrollment has increased by 20% since last fall.
The synthetic drug Flocka is increasing in popularity throughout the South, and Benchmark Human Services is aiming to inform the community about the dangers of the drug. Last Thursday, Benchmark Human Services hosted a luncheon to discuss the prevalence of Flocka and the ways that the drug can affect the users, their family, and the community. More than 100 local law enforcement, medical, and mental health professionals and business leaders attended the luncheon at the Rainwater Conference Center.
Speaking of the upcoming elections, lack of transportation doesn't have to stop Lowndes County citizens from voting. The Board of Elections office has announced that the Democratic and Republican political parties are offering free rides to the Lowndes County voting polls. Approximately 700 voters have already submitted their votes during just the first week of early voting in the county. Valdosta citizens still have 2 more weeks left of early voting before the election on November 3rd. Early voting will continue this week from Monday through Friday between the times of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. and from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on October 26th through the 30th. Voting can be done at the Lowndes County Board of Elections office located at 2808 North Oak Street.
South Georgia Medical Center is encouraging the community to grow healthy together. As a part of this initiative, SGMC's Cardiovascular Institute and Dasher Memorial Heart Center will offer free cardiac and vascular screening tests. The test will allow patients with abnormal findings to receive results before they leave the screening. They will also help patients to find follow-up medical care immediately. The free screenings will be held this Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the SGMC Cardiovascular Institute office. Registration is required.
There's another telemedicine machine scheduled at the Tift Regional Medical Center. The South Georgia Hospital is now using the technology to connect patients with specialists in cities all around Georgia, including Atlanta, Macon, and Augusta. The hospital is also now linking its physicians with school kids across the state. Telemedicine now connects more than 600 hospitals, schools, jails, nursing homes, and primary care clinics with more than 250 physicians.
Do you have a talent that you would like to showcase? If so, news reporter Cassandra Massey has an event that you may want to attend.
Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts is giving you the chance to display your talent at the Take the Stage Tuesday event. This will be a 2-hour gathering where any and everyone can participate. Whether you sing, write poetry, or tell jokes, it's all welcomed at this event. There's no registration required. Just show up and be prepared to showcase your talent and see and hear the talent of everyone else. Light refreshments will be served, and for any additional information, you can visit the Turner Center for the Arts website. With News Valdosta, I'm Cassandra Massey.
It's sad when you see man's best friend wandering the streets all alone with no one to care for them or show them love. Brooks County is trying to change this by opening up a new animal shelter. With the new shelter, the volunteers are in a more stable environment and more dogs are able to stay at the shelter. The shelter does not have its own adoption service, but with the help of the organization Bark, it is able to socialize the animals to help them find new homes. If you want to volunteer and be a part of changing these animals' lives, you can find out more information on Facebook at Friends of the City of Quitman-Animal Shelter.
Well, it's time for another short break, but when we come back, we'll talk with Tatiana Phelps about our local weather forecast.
So stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap the snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Here, we are a community of 11,000 individual stories.
A place where all doors are open.
Your home away from home.
Where you will make lifelong connections.
And you will never feel invisible. Here, you will write it, research it, sing it,
broadcast it, share it, serve it,
teach it, nurture, and own it.
VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, and just far enough away from home. Find out what VSU can do for you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now it's time for a look at our weather with Tatiana Phelps. Tatiana, what's in the forecast?
It's definitely starting to feel a lot like fall. Today, the high is only 71 degrees, which is a lot lower than what we've been seeing lately. Luckily, it will be sunny, so there will be a bit of added warmth on this chilly day. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep a light jacket handy today. Tonight, the temperature will drop down to a chilly 52 degrees with partly cloudy skies. It is cold and flu season, so make sure to cover up if you happen to be outdoors tonight. Tomorrow will be a bit warmer than today with a high of 78 degrees and mostly sunny skies. However, this is still a bit chilly, so you might want to hold on to that jacket. Today's UV index is moderate, sitting at 6 on a 10-point scale. It's safe to say that you should still be careful about exposure to the sun's rays today as you get outside to enjoy some of this great fall weather. However, it's almost always a good choice to wear sunscreen and sunglasses. Autumn can have the tendency to make us more sensitive to allergies. However, that's not something you'll have to worry about today. Today's pollen count is low, so if you happen to skip out on your allergy medication today, your allergies shouldn't be affected too much. That's all I have for the weather today. Back to you two at the desk.
Thanks, Tatiana. When we come back, Valdosta High has a tough time on the football field, so stay with us.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can they transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back. Now let's go to News Valdosta sports anchor Allison Troutman for our local sports update. Allison?
It was a rough night for Valdosta Wildcats supporters on Friday as their matchup with the Colquitt County Packers didn't quite go as planned. The Cats dropped 1-2 in region play after suffering a 49-14 loss in Moultrie to the #1 team in the state. Valdosta will look to rest on their bye week before the Wintersville Classic against Lowndes on the 30th. Lowndes, however, had a much smoother night with a huge win over Lee County to give them their first W in Region 6A play. Sports reporter Chris Carter has more on the game.
I'm at Martin Stadium, where the atmosphere is electric as the Lowndes Vikings host the Lee County Trojans. And it wasn't just the fans who were ready for the game, as the Vikings dominated the Trojans 42-7. They took an early lead at the end of the first quarter with a 30-yard touchdown pass to Xavier Jenkins and never looked back.
Very emotional. For the past 2 weeks, we come out and practice 100% effort, and we get paid off the way we wanted to at the end of the week. So tonight we got what we wanted, and just very thankful.
Quarterback Austin Dixon completed 12 of 24 passes for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dixon also led the Vikings rushing attack with 18 attempts for 92 yards, including a 40-yard touchdown run in the third quarter that all but put the game away.
Well, the coaches did a good job with the game plan, and kids really came out and executed tonight. Didn't make any really bad mistakes, no turnovers. Defense played lights out. It's a tribute to the players and the assistant coaches.
The Vikings defense was also in on the action, allowing only 93 yards rushing on 25 carries. Michael Barrett recovered a fumble in the fourth quarter and took it 32 yards for a touchdown to put the icing on the cake. The Lowndes Vikings will have a week off before they have to prepare to face off against their crosstown rivals, the Valdosta Wildcats. With News Valdosta, I'm Chris Carter.
After back-to-back losses, the Valdosta State football team has come back on the rise with a 34-7 win over Mississippi College, who were defeated last year against the Blazers. This was a must as it gave the Valdosta their first conference win. The Blazers plan on staying focused and executing the little things so they can end up with more winning results. They will be facing Shorter in Rome, Georgia, Thursday night. The Valdosta State soccer team lost 2-1 to the Union Bulldogs Saturday afternoon. The Blazers took the lead in the first half when Ava Scott Moncrief delivered a corner to Shelby Jennings, who responded with a header for the first goal of the game. VSU was up 1-0, but with only a minute and 30 seconds left in the game, the Bulldogs' Georgia Hopkins scored from outside the 18-yard box. Union scored one more time in the last 32 seconds of the game, ending the game with a 2-1 defeat for the Blazers. That's all for sports. Back to you two for more news.
Thanks, Allison. Coming back from the break, we'll tell you about a battle on the border.
And local club members earn highest possible honors. So stay with us.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose
Division 2.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
In arts news, on Saturday at Lowndes County's Martin Stadium, the 11th annual Battle of the Border took place. This event brought together Florida, Georgia, and Alabama high school bands to play a one-day competition. The performances lasted 6 to 12 minutes, ranging in classes from single A to 5A. Bands played arrangements from multiple artists and different genres, all in the hopes of becoming one of the finalists. The event started at 7 p.m. with a selection from the Bridgman of Lowndes High School.
Toastmasters International recently recognized 3 Valdosta Toastmasters with the Distinguished Toastmaster designation. That's the highest achievement awarded by the group. Lou McClendon, Stacy Watley, and Dave Huffman each received the award according to the organization. Members earn the honor only after completing a combination of communication and leadership projects which include at least 40 public speeches. Fewer than 1% of Toastmaster members earn the DTM designation. The 3 members will be presented with the awards during the district fall conference to be held in Peachtree City in late October.
Thanks for watching our program today. I'm Najari Mathis.
And I'm Chandler Wilkerson. Join us.